What's up, everybody? Welcome to a series on OBS. Okay, you guys decided to start streaming. This series is going to try and help you learn how to do some of that. So let's get into it. All right, welcome back. We got OBS here open. It's going to look different when you install the program. That's just because I kind of moved it around and tweaked it the way I like to see it, right? Basically, the main window here, this top half, you've got your video of what you would normally see over here. And then you have these little segments, right? You can kind of move them around, push them wherever you want. So first we'll get into the main menus, right? Let's start there, and then we can get into the other pieces. Over here on the far right, you're going to see I have Stream Elements. That's an add-on that I basically added to say, hey, I use Stream Elements, give me options under Stream Elements so that I could do my alerts and other pieces for my Twitch channel. So you have normal items here. The most important ones you're going to have are pretty much under view. All those items I was talking about that you see spread around this the screen, those are called docks. So docks, you have individual ones like scenes, sources, audio mixer, scene transitions, control stats. I don't have my chat on here because I look at my chat on my main gaming PC, so I don't have that turned on. But stream information, you can do Twitch activity feed, you can do all that here, right? And you can just turn them on and off, which is awesome. Then within this section here, these are going to be subsections we'll get into. Cool thing about OBS is it allows you to do profiles. So say you have what I'm doing right now, recording a YouTube video. I can actually set up a profile called YouTube and put all of my stuff configured so that it's very specific. And then for my Twitch, I can have a profile called Twitch, or streaming in this case, and that would have everything geared and set up specifically for my stream. Don't have to worry about like accidentally selecting the wrong scene or anything like that. I don't really mess around with scene collection. Scene collection basically takes it one step further, because you could do a profile of your entire setup, and then you could do scene collections where you could have, say, hey, I just want to do one profile, but I want to have a YouTube scene collection, and I want to have Twitch scene collection. You can kind of organize it, right? Tools here, you can see a lot of stuff added in here. We'll get to that in video 6. We'll have all these plugins and filters and all that. You can go help, and then it actually allows you to check for updates so you can stay up to date. By default, it actually checks every time you launch OBS to see if it needs to be updated. Stream Elements, we're not really going to get into that in this series because that's very specific. You might be going with, what is the other ones out there? You got 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓 is one that you can use. You got Streamlabs is another one you could use for your stuff. I like Stream Elements personally. That's just a choice. If anybody has any interest in that, leave comments down below and I can do a series on Stream Elements and different pieces like that. So that covers all the main menu items. We'll go up here to the top right, and now we're going to look at just some of these. These are the docks that we were talking about, right? Like a turn on chat. So anytime people are talking, it actually pops up in here. This is part of OBS Live, I believe it is. And OBS Live adds these 3 panels here. Once you connect them to your Twitch, you can actually see all your events and everything there. Your chat's here. And then you can actually do media requests. So you can actually have people submit whatever songs you want, and then it pops up in here. Or you can play a default playlist. It covers that one. We'll go down here in the bottom left. You got basically my Twitch stats. So when I go live, I can actually see how many people are watching, how long I've been streaming, how many clips people have taken while I've been streaming. And then you also have how many page views, followers, and subscribers. And then you're going to have your control section. So next we have the control panel. Control panel is going to be like the hub for you to do anything within OBS by just clicking a simple button. So this is where you're going to actually click to start your stream. You can enable an option which your replay buffer will automatically start if you want. Virtual camera is a new feature they just added within OBS. It allows you to basically grab some sort of external source. Say you want to capture Skype or anything like that, you can actually use somebody's Skype call and make that a virtual camera. Next is going to be your recording if you actually want to record like I'm doing now. The studio mode, you can actually go in and adjust your screens without it actually changing what's actually happening live. Last one you have here is your settings button, which is basically the hub for everything. Of course, you have exit, which just closes it. And as you can see here, I have stream elements live support. That's the part that adds these extra pieces over here. Next, we got the stats dock. Is basically going to be another spot that you can actually see what's going on. Also, it tells you how your bit rate's doing, how your stream's doing, what you're actually sending to, in this case, say Twitch. So it's going to tell me down here I'm only using 9% of my CPU. Disk space, no big deal. FPS will tell you actually what you're streaming currently at. Right here is the most important part of this, because it's actually going to tell you if you actually lose frames, right? Like frames and skip frames. If it misses them or it drops them, like skips them, you know, if you start seeing large numbers in here, that means your viewers are going to start noticing something's going on. So keep an eye on that. Mine's at 0%, no big deal. When you first start OBS and you first start your stream, it loses a few in the very, very beginning. That is going to happen. Like it's always happened. But then as long as it doesn't drop after the fact, you're fine. A little bit of frame missed and a little bit of skip frames, probably okay, as long as your percentages are really low. Mine's at 0.0. Down here is the best part. This will tell you your bit rate when you're actually streaming. If you're actually doing recording, overall that's pretty much this window. If you start doing stuff and you get ready, like say you do that initial go live, you can actually hit reset. Now everything's backed out, zeroed out. So next we got the scenes dock. This is the most important, along with sources in Audio Mixer. So you would basically go in here, you could build scenes to build your elements for an individual scene, or within scenes you could build a sub scene and place it within this scene. We'll get to that in a later video, but that's another element you can do as well, right? So it's all layered. Next one we have is sources. So inside your scene, which we're looking at currently, the game with overlays, you can see I have all these different elements on here. So I have a plugin called Stream Avatars. I can turn it on and off. I have my alerts. You can actually adjust them, move them around, do wherever you want to do, right? It's all layered, right? So anything that's up at the top is going to be on top of everything. Anything at the bottom will be underneath it, like a layered cake. The last piece of the pie within OBS is going to be your audio mixer. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's all of your audio sources. Now, as you can see down here, I've got 3 going on. I have normally one called Gaming PC Audio. You've got your volume slider, so you can adjust the volume of that audio object. And you can actually hit the speaker icon and mute it if you want. We're going to do real quick just to show you. This is what it normally looks like when you add all your sources in here. Hide those muted ones that you're not going to use. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first intro into OBS. We've got about 5 more videos that we're going to be doing, which is going to dive deeper into each section. If you are enjoying the content, please do not forget to subscribe and like on the video here. Drop comments down below if you guys want to see anything further in depth. See you all in the next one. The next video is going to be on scenes and talk about the layering. And thanks everybody. We'll catch you next time.